What's up, y'all? It's your boy, Black Owl, and welcome back to another episode of Cooking with Black Owl. Today, I'm going to show you how to make a big old steak, baby, and you're saying to yourself, like, come on, steak, did you get that scratching last night? Well, you don't see Sammy Hagar standing here next to me, so that's a clear indication that I'm on the same station. So, I sound pretty sleep when I said that, so let's go ahead. We're going to get our steak and we're going to get it ready to roll because steak is a nice little treat for me and I want it now, so let's get going. First thing you got to do, take your steak and we've got to add some seasoning. So let's get some salt and pepper, Mr. Salt and Mrs. Pepper over there doing their thing. And then just a little bit of garlic because we don't want Dracula come around stealing this sucker done. So let's go ahead and get that done. Now I want you to get your pan. Now a lot of people like to use olive oil. Me, I like to use butter because number one, the butter is going to give it that good flavor, and number two, I didn't have no olive oil in the house and I'm not going to the store because you know me, I ain't got time for that shit. So let's go ahead and get our butter and get our pan and get it hot to trot just like you old cutie, you, look at you. And we're going to get the butter, line the bottom of that pan so our steak don't stick, if you know what I'm talking about. But we do want a good crust on there, and that's going to help with that too, because ain't nothing better than a crisp on the outside of the steak. So let's go ahead and get our steak. We've got it seasoned. The butter is in there. Get the butter warm, hot to trap, and then we put our steak down in there. Now here's the thing about steak. Everybody likes their steak different. You're saying to yourself like, oh, I want my steak medium well, I want my steak rare, I want my steak well done. Well, if you want your steak well done, you can get out of my house, except for this one in here that wants it well done all the time. I said, you know, I've got my boot in there, and it's ready to go. You can have that if you want to gnaw on it. So, I'm about to say something else I shouldn't have said. Whoa, so, gnaw on something, so. Now we're going to take our meat, and me, I kind of like mine. Not super rare, but pretty close. But we're going to do these about medium well, medium rare, somewhere in there. So you're going to cook it just for a few minutes on each side. And what I like to do is flip when you see that you're getting that good crust on there, that caramelization. It kind of lets you know where you're at. Every once in a while I do like to put a lid on there and steam it just a little bit. But once you see that you're getting a good caramelization on there and that crust and you're seeing that shimmer in the wind and you say, ooh, it looks so beautiful. So we're going to take that and we're going to add, what else would we add with some more butter in there? So make it even, butter makes it better. So we're going to put butter on the pan. We're going to put butter on top of the steaks, rub it around. And I got to tell you something, buddy. My mouth is watering. I'm over here salivating like that old dog that was chewing on that boot. But we need to get ready for a sight and a big old bite. But not before. See, I'm wanting to do fast. You need to take these suckers out, and that's the thing. Don't really let it cook all the way where you want to let it cook, because once you take it out, it's going to cook in its own juices. So you got to let it rest. You got to let it sit over there on the sideline, and then you say, all right, buddy, you need to get your butt up and get in the game because you've been sitting around resting long enough. 5 minutes or so ought to do it for you. Then we'll be ready for that side. Sorry, I didn't mean to put the knife at you. You're running away. So ready for that side and the big old line of this steak tonight, if you know what I'm talking about. Now, get my knife now while you get out of here. Get out of here. Alright, buddy, the time has come. The steak is done, and I'm having that first bite for myself. Now, every once in a while I like to get just a pinch of salt and go right on top of there, and you're saying to yourself like, oh, what about some A1 sauce, maybe some Heinz 57. Buddy, do that steak like I tell you, you're going to need a damn thing but your fork. So, what'd I tell you? What'd I tell you? That sucker there, I mean the flavor. The butter, you're getting that butter deep in that meat. And the meat itself, so tender because of that butter. Salt, of course. Gotta have salt on steak. But just the garlic in there too, simple way to go. Butter, salt, pepper, garlic. Can't have it no better. I want some more for myself, but I want to thank you for stopping by another episode of Cooking with Black Oil. Make sure to like and subscribe and follow me on social media. And also watch all my other cooking videos right here on my YouTube channel. Now, if you'll step aside, my good friend, I'm about to have some more of this, so watch out.